I assume that you've got all 6 strings on your guitar and you're pretty close to being in tune, so it's time to play something. But before we do, let me take just a second to talk about how to hold the guitar. Now, it seems pretty obvious, but there's a couple of points to keep in mind. I've got a pretty big body acoustic here, and it's got this natural curve to it, so I'm just laying it across my leg. Whether you play with a crossed leg or play with your legs open like this doesn't really matter, but avoid hunching your back. That's very important. You don't want to give yourself a bad back. Now, you want your right hand to strike the strings right about in the middle of the sound hole, and that's true whether you're using a pick or using your fingers. Now, if you're playing a smaller style of guitar, like a solid body electric, then even though the body's smaller, the same principle applies. And it is your right arm brings your hand across so that you're going to strike the strings pretty close to that front pick up there. As far as the left hand, you just kind of reach out and grab it, and as long as your left hand is relaxed and you've got a good grip on the strings, you're all right. Now, if you have small hands, this is a concern of many younger people especially, it's not the size of the hands that's so important, it's learning how to use them efficiently. And on a guitar like this with a relatively thin neck, it shouldn't be much of a problem. If you're playing a nylon string, classical style guitar, and the neck is very wide, that can make some of the chords harder to play. But it's strictly a matter of adaptation. Some great guitar players have very small hands, so don't let that even hold you back for a second.